So when comparing OpenOffice with Microsoft Word, obviously OpenOffice is a open source program, which means it's free, while Microsoft Word is you have to pay for it. So comparing them, both are very similar. I personally have used OpenOffice for about half a year and found to be a good substitute for Word at the time. But since then, many advancements may have been made, so there are some differences that can be noted. The main difference that can be seen is the interface between the files. So there is some difficulties that could arise when trying to use a Word document on OpenOffice and vice versa, since both programs save their files as different formats. So if you're using Microsoft Word and you want to use an OpenOffice file, you may run into problems. But in OpenOffice, if you save a file, you can choose to save the file so it's viewable on Microsoft Word, and you can make that a default option as well. Now, when you're on OpenOffice and you want to open a Word document, that usually isn't a problem unless the Word document is made with a version later than 2003. So, opening saved Word files prior to the 2003 version in OpenOffice will run into formatting issues, which will probably have to be fixed editing-wise by the user. Another difference is support. Microsoft offers support through their own company by Microsoft people who are trained professionals, while OpenOffice, since it's free, they use volunteers and they usually do it through forums, and it's more of a community-based kind of thing. When actually using the programs, again, both are still fairly similar, but Microsoft Word does have a few more perks. It pays a lot more attention with the grammar check, and it also has more options for viewing the document. And it also has the smart art feature, which makes it easier to create diagrams. And while that OpenOffice, the only thing that it may do that Microsoft Word doesn't do is possibly save the file at a smaller size. So that's about it. Generally speaking, both programs can do the same thing. The only thing is that the method or the way to do certain tasks may be different. So, for example, if someone was used to using Microsoft Word, they may find it difficult using OpenOffice just because Microsoft Word does everything the way it did, and OpenOffice may be done differently, and vice versa. And lastly, it seems that a lot of professional companies and quite possibly school boards, they use Microsoft Word or Microsoft Office, which incorporates all the other applications as well. So if you're using OpenOffice and the school board or the school you work with is using Microsoft Word, then it's going to be very difficult to interface and transfer between the two. So at the end, OpenOffice is a great substitute, and it can work well, but since many other people use Microsoft Word or Microsoft Office, then I would say it would be possibly a good investment to have Microsoft Word. But if you just need something to word process, then OpenOffice will do as well. So, hope that's helpful.